we could put this all on Joe Burrow. I did say Joe Burrow's overrated. I still think he's overrated. People put him in the top 5. He's not a top 5 quarterback.
All right, next. Let's pull another one out of the cap.
All right, let's see
another one out of the cap. What's another topic we can talk about? The Cincinnati Bengals won't make the playoffs.
Isn't it like barely any teams that start 0-2 make the playoffs?
No, I think the past 2 years, no team that has started off 0-2 has made the playoffs. And I do believe that the Bengals will miss the playoffs.
The Cincinnati Bengals are overrated.
Bro, look at their whole schedule. Look at their whole schedule they have left. It's terrifying.
I don't give a about the schedule. They just lost to Cooper Rush.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying.
You scared about teams that they're going to play. They just lost to Cooper Rush. Bro, they could go out and play my Pee Wee team, and they would lose. The way they're playing, the way they're being coached, they would lose. LFA, go play the Ravens. They'll beat you, bro, with 8-12.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you are going to make the playoffs, you have to beat Mitch Trubisky and Cooper Rush, right?
Yeah.
If you're not beating Mitchell Trubisky and Cooper Rush and you're going 0-2 against those two guys,
I'm worried.
Have fun against Lamar. Have fun against Deshaun Watson when he comes back. Have fun against the Bills when you play him this year.
Do the Bengals play the Dolphins?
Week 4, Thursday night football.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Have fun.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Get a dolphin noise.
The Bengals are worried.
Tua looks good.
Bro, Joe Burrow. Here's the thing about the Bengals. They added to their offensive line this offseason, right?
Because
Joe Burrow was
trash,
the most.
Though, yesterday.
Joe Burrow. Well, he's playing Micah Parsons. But Joe,
he playing Micah Parsons. Don't you remember?
One of the best players. One of the best players in football. Let's be real.
Yep, that's a good old Texas boy right there. Let me tell you, grass, cornbread.
The Bengals spent the offseason trying to protect Joe Burrow, right? Getting some ammunition on the offensive line to really protect Joe Burrow because last year he was the most sacked quarterback in the league. So they're like Lyle Collins. They beefed up the offensive line, and he was sacked 55 times last year, or something like that, or 50-something times. He's on pace this year to be sacked like 100 and something times. He's sacked 13 times so far this year. That's the most in the NFL.
13 in 2 games.
You know how many touchdowns they have in the season? 3. 4 interceptions. Now, we could put this all on Joe Burrow. I did say Joe Burrow's overrated. I still think he's overrated, but I think he's overrated for the pure standpoint, like I said last week, that people put him in the top 5. He's not a top 5 quarterback. But I do think that the Bengals coaching staff is doing him a disservice right now, bro. Zach Taylor's making him do 5 to 7 foot step drops every freaking play. Micah Parsons is getting there in 3 seconds, bro. You can't be doing that if you're a coach. Put him in a better position to succeed. Tua's having success because they're running little short routes with Tua or with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. Obviously, he got on a couple go routes, but the short game has to create the intermediate and long game, and they're not doing that with Joe Burrow.
Tua Tagovailoa is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow.
No.
But my thing with Joe Burrow is that he looks rattled. Like, I don't know shit about football like that, but like he is not taking the dump offs to T. Higgins. He's force-feeding Jamar Chase. Like, and I've always said Zach Taylor has been someone that I have question marks about. Yeah. Last year's Cincinnati Bengals playoff run was somewhat fraudulent because everything needs to click in order to get to the Super Bowl. And that's not a knock on the Bengals. No. It's more so a byproduct of what happens when everything goes right. Correct. And that's okay. Correct. But we had so many expectations, or let me rephrase, we didn't. The entire media and everyone was hyping up the Bengals like they're a top 5 team, no doubt about it, but they still have a lot of things to improve on and still have a lot of things to fix. And right now, to lose to Cooper Rush and Mitchell Trubisky,
it's unacceptable.
That's unacceptable. Your Super Bowl aspirations don't look too good right now. No, at all.
They look terrible.
Yeah, I mean, the end of the day, it just seems like what you're saying. Joe Burrow, I don't know what it is. Something's not clicking with him right now. He's trying to force feed Jamar Chase. He's trying to force deep balls and everything to try and come back in games and stuff. It's just stick to your bread and butter, bro. You got 3 stud receivers. Just let the offense go as it is. And also getting sacked 13 times 2 games don't help. But there's just something about Joe Burrow that he doesn't have that confidence right now. Maybe it's because he didn't play in the preseason or something like that, or it's the appendix.
Loses the appendix. That the confidence was taken out. You know
that's where all the confidence actually comes from.
I'll tell you what, though. When you're playing one of the top 3 defensive players in football, in Micah Parsons, I was watching the game yesterday.
No. Hold on. Michael Parsons is the best defensive player in the NFL.
He could be. He's arguable.
Well, it's arguable just because T.J. Watt's hurt.
I mean, Aaron Donald's Aaron Donald, but at the same time, I'm taking Michael Parsons' youth and speed over Aaron Donald.
You could see the fear that Joe Burrow had. He was rattled. Bro, I was watching the game with my
line was terrified. Every time they had so many false starts yesterday because they're just trying to guard Michael Parsons. It's crazy.
I was watching the game with my girlfriend yesterday, and she was like, "Yo, why does he look so he looked like he's seen a ghost? Like when he was on the sideline, he was just kind of looking straight forward and his eyes were wide." I'm like, that's the Micah effect. Micah Parsons was eating this man alive, and he was eating Lyle Collins alive, like you said. But like I said, man, you can't have Joe Burrow doing 7-step drops every freaking play. Like, you got to have the short game, develop the intermediate, develop the long game. And Joe Burrow was just getting rattled, getting hit all game. Even on the passes he was completing, he was getting hit all game. Are the Bengals going to figure it out? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and let us know what you want us to talk about next week.